Senator Contreras.
Mr. President, I rise for a point of personal privilege comment.
Please proceed.
Mr. President and members, in my way of comment, I want to just read to you guys a little something about an individual. And I know things have been said in the past, and but this one today that I'm going to talk about hits a little home for me, in the sense of just the words and what my personal family has gone through. Members, today I bring to you a story of a short and beautiful life of Peter Wang. Peter Wang was just 15 years old when he was brutally shot and killed during the horrific school shooting at Parkland, Florida. Peter was in study hall when the shooting began. He was in the he was a school junior reserve officer training program, or junior ROTC, and was last seen in his gray uniform. On that day, the shooting, Peter died a hero. He was holding the door so that other students could escape, putting others before him, so that they could save their lives. Peter was a remarkable young man. His parents owned a Chinese restaurant, and they were preparing to celebrate Chinese New Year, the day of Peter's death. Instead, they entered the new year burying their son. Peter's cousin, Aaron Chang, called Peter a brother and a true friend. They celebrated birthdays together, summers together, and shared everything. His cousin Aaron said he wasn't supposed to die. He was supposed to grow old with me. Peter helped his cousin settle when they moved to Florida, and looked over him in school to keep from being bullied. Peter was funny, smart, and kind. He dreamt of joining the military when he grew up. Sadly, Peter will never have the opportunity to grow up. Last Tuesday, he was posthumously admitted to West Point Military Academy, only the second posthumous admission to this in school's history. Peter was laid to rest on Tuesday, February 20th, 2018, at the age of 15 in his JROTC uniform. The reason I bring this up, Mr. President and members, is that in a way, how his cousins talk about him, for many years, it's April 28th, April 28th of this year will be 28 years that I lost my sister. Her and I were in high school together. She was a senior, I was a freshman. We were in the same car together. When that happened, I lost my best friend, not only my sister. So as these cousins taught about this young man, about not having their cousin around them anymore, I've gone 28 years not having my sister next to me. Not to see her be happy for me being here on some of the crazy days that we have here. But going back to this individual and his parents not being able to see this young man graduate from high school, if there is anything I could do, and I tell you all members, if there is one thing I could do that would have helped save my sister's life, I wouldn't think twice about it. If there was one thing I could do to keep any one of you members having to go through what my family had to go through, or what these families are going through right now, I would do it in a heartbeat. And I think I could stand here proudly and say any one of you would do the same thing. I know we have our disagreements, we have our arguments in this floor, but I think we need to put those arguments and disagreements aside and do something for the betterment of all of us. I have 3 little kids that are going to school. I have a kindergartner, a 2nd grader, and a 3rd grader. My wife's a school teacher at a high school. I'm sorry, this is true for me. This is real life for me. A lot of you have your kids already gone in life and are having grandchildren. I still have 3 little ones. This world's getting crazier. Please help me and every other parent that has young individuals out there do something about this now. My parents had to go collect my sister's graduation diploma, and we stood in the stands as my sister could not get her own diploma because she was taken too young. A month and a half before graduation. So I stand here, please, let's try and keep this conversation going and try to do something to keep from these things like this young individual right here. They had so much going for him, but you know what? His parents will never know what his potential really was because he's gone too young, too soon. So I just want to thank you guys for hearing me out. Thank you, Mr. President, for letting me take this time and honor this young individual. And I hope all the members here and anyone listening, and I'm not saying people don't care, but I think we need to care a little bit more. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Senator Contreras, and thank you for that heartfelt comments.